Today we're going to learn how to do the monthly ins and outs report, which the superintendent requires at the end of every month. So we start at the PowerSchool start page. We go to our reports menu here to the left and click on that. And it brings up our reports menu. We're going to click on the state tab. And then scroll down here to the Michigan State reports, and it will say Michigan monthly exit transfer in report. And we're going to click on that. And it brings up this screen. We just have to make sure we have all of our information in here correctly, and it'll calculate everything for us. We're going to leave our default tab. Actually, no, we're going to use our current school only. File type HTML, school year. We're going to put our current school year there. Date prepared, of course, we're going to put today's date in there. Month of the school that we want the report to be run for. Okay, I'm going to do January. And we just add our dates in here. And then we click submit. That's all there is to it. And the report will run. Just takes a couple of moments. It'll take us to our reports queue. And it's thinking. When it's done, it'll say view here. We're going to click on that. It'll take us to an Excel spreadsheet page. It's loading the report now. Here we go. And it'll show the monthly exit transfer in report. Okay. What I usually do with this report is to delete some of the fields because they're really not necessary. We know that it's for Clintondale High School. We know our school ID number. And we don't need a grade level field that's this wide. The reason I do this is because when we print this, it's going to come out on 2 pages. And I really don't want it that way. So I delete these columns here. All I really want are the names and their dates of entry or exit. So now that I know that, I'm going to take this and copy and paste it over here. Then I can delete that. And then I don't need this. I don't need this field here to be so large. I can delete that there. I can shrink that field down. Now my report will fit on 1 page, and I can print it that way. The superintendent requires all these students, not their names necessarily, but he does want you to list how many students came into the district for the month and how many students left the district for the month, where they went and where they came from. So we know that these students entered the district, these students up here. So we are going to use this form here, which will be, this is our in and out form that will be emailed to you by the district personnel secretary each month. Don't worry, she won't forget to send it to you. So you will put down how many students went to all of these locations and how many students came from all of these locations. You're going to get that information from your transfer info in PowerSchool. So we'll take one of our students who left last month. Don't forget to put your slash in front of your name, because once a student has been transferred out, you must use the slash in front of the name. Then we're going to go to transfer info over here to the left, and you click on the transfer info, and you put in an exit comment that the student moved to Ohio. So that way you know on this form, sorry, wrong form, here that the student moved out of state. So here in the students left to, you would add that number to moved out of state, and so on. Same thing in the student from. On the student's demographic page, there is an area here for the student's previous school, where the student came from before. This is very important for you to, in the student coming into the district, to fill these fields out completely so that you can fill out this ins and outs completely. Let's find one where that's done. And in here, former district Boardman High School. This school is in Ohio, so this student came from out of state also. Let's try one more. Former school, Michigan Collegiate High School in Warren. So we know that on our ins and outs form, there is a place for private schools or public academies. That's where that would go, and so on. So this is how you fill out your monthly ins and outs forms, and there's a total here, so you would just add up everything and put the total at the bottom, date it at the top, and email it to the personnel secretary at the end of every month. But this is how you get that form. It gives you this, you print it out, and this will give you every student who's transferred in and transferred out in any given month.